Hello everybody, my name's Jane and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Top 5 Wednesday video. So as per usual, Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey and is now being hosted by Sam over on Thoughts on Homes. So I'll be sure to leave the links for both of their channels as well as the Goodreads group down in the description below. But this week's topic is going to be 5 fictional jobs that you wish you could have. So this week's topic was a lot of fun to do, but at the same time it was a little bit tricky just because I went through all the books that I've read, and all the books on this list are going to be ones that I've read before. I'm not going to include any jobs from other books that I haven't read before. So I was going through all the books I've read, and I'm like, there are a lot of jobs that are kind of cool, and then jobs that aren't necessarily jobs. But a lot of them are jobs that were in corrupt societies, and it made me question if I had to have this job, would I have to work in this universe? One of them in particular is going to be like a really general answer. I wouldn't necessarily want to work in that universe, but the job is something that I'm currently working towards in my life, so that's why I picked that specific book, is just because that's the first one I thought of that had that job in it. So yeah, I'm just going to move on to the list, and hopefully you guys enjoy my answers. And just so you guys know before I jump in, I'm not really going to talk about the synopses for these books very much. I will a little bit, but I'm going to try to avoid it as much as possible. So if you want to hear more about these books, I will leave links for them down in the description below, along with Lainey and Sam's channels and the Goodreads group. So if you want to check them out, just go down there. But otherwise, I'm just going to jump right in, and I hope you guys enjoy. So the first job I'm going to talk about today is going to be from Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire, and that job would be Eleanor West's job, who is the host of her Home for Wayward Children, so her boarding school that the kids are sent to in the book. For those of you who don't know, this book is going to be about kids who go to places like the Wizarding World in Harry Potter or Narnia or any places like that, and they're forced to come back. And they are sent to this school in order to cope with those feelings, and because their parents don't believe them, so they're trying to get better. But in reality, Eleanor is trying to help these kids not only accept what's going on and accept that they might not be able to go back, but accept that they might be able to go back in the future and know that there is someplace they belong and truly acknowledge that that experience happened to them. So I think being in charge and being the ward of all these kids would be really important to me, as I would want to help them the best that I can and be able to, you know, encourage them. So if you might be able to go back to this world eventually, then that's awesome. But if you can't, then, you know, you got to make the best of what you have in this version of your reality. So yeah, I definitely think I'd want to be a coordinator at the school and be able to help these youth for sure. So the next job I'm going to mention is actually going to be from Forgive Me, Leonard, Peacock by Matthew Quick. And this one is going to be the most exciting answer ever, but it's the most true to my everyday life. And that job I'd want to have would be a teacher. So right now I am currently in training to be a teacher. I'm almost done with my Bachelor of Arts degree, and I'm going to be moving forward with my Bachelor of Education degree next year, which I'm super excited for. I can't believe I'm almost done. So yeah, I would want to be a teacher, but that's just because I've been inspiring to be one for a really long time. So the next job I'd want to look into is actually from The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and I would like to be the circus coordinator. Not necessarily for the purposes it is in the book, so I wouldn't want it to be just because it's there for competition, but there's something about the magic and wonder of the circus and spreading that joy to so many people, because so many people are amazed by what's going on at the circus. I think being the circus coordinator would be a ton of fun. Love traveling the world in order to get this circus set up and spread it around and get so many people involved in it. So yeah, being the circus coordinator would be pretty cool, I think. I would think it would be very fun. Moving on to the next book, the next job I'd want to have would be a traveler from the Darker Shade of Magic series, because duh, I'd want to be a Cal, have a magical coat, be able to travel between all the different Londons. That would be super cool, just to be able to like sneak things from London to London and be able to see the different levels of magic in between the 4 cities. I think would be cool. I think it'd be pretty badass. So yeah, I would want to be a traveler. So the last job I'm going to mention today is going to be from The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, and that job is going to be a crew member on The Wayfarer. because the Wayfarer is great and the crew there is lovely. For those of you who don't know, the Wayfarer is a ship that can tunnel through space, and you get to meet the crew and get to know them on a deeper level than any of the other crews. And I'd love to work with them. I don't even care what job you want me to do. I just want to work on the Wayfarer. I think it'd be a ton of fun. They're all super lovely, even the people that are a little bit more grouchy than the others. But yeah, I think it'd be a total blast. Love to explore through space, get to go to all these new parts of the universe. It'd be a ton of fun. So that concludes my list of answers for this week's Top 5 Wednesday video. If you liked anything I said today or would like to talk to me more about it, I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below. And I'd love to hear some of the fictional jobs that you guys would like to take on as well. Like I said, I only mentioned the ones from books that I've read, so if there's any from any books that you've read that you think I'd really like, I'd love to hear about them. Please tell me more. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.